So this is an embarrassing admission for someone who considers him sort of himself sort of a lefty Democrat type, but I absolutely love driving big cars. I love it. Okay, that was the cue for if he's real, Captain Planet would have busted through that wall there. So, no, and I think it goes back to my very first car. It was a 1980 Dodge Diplomat, a big, rusty, ugly, boxy Diplomat, a Dick Cheney, if you will. And right now, it is sitting in front of the house of the parents of the girl who is sitting in the passenger seat. And we've been talking and joking for hours, and it's only starting to slow down a little bit now because, we both kind of want, and we're waiting, and I lean in. And I should tell you that I've kissed her once before. That fall, I was at community college, and Carly and I are in this play together, and we play this goofy middle-aged married couple. And just the day before, we rehearsed the scene where I play the xylophone, and I say, "Well, how was that, Essie?" And she says, "Oh, that's fine, Ed," and then we kiss. And it took me like 12 tries to do it without, being all embarrassed, like I was kissing with my head moving backwards. But when we finally got it right, we really got it right, and I just knew, you really got to just try and ask her out. And I actually did it. And she actually said yes. And then I really fucked things up. I made reservations at a really pretentious restaurant I'd never been to, Cafe Rouge. Solo? I don't even, Cafe One, Red? That doesn't even make sense. But, and I was talking about Cabernets and Merlots and Filet Mignon. And basically completely turned her off, and she said her stomach hurt and she needed to go home. But somehow, on the ride back, conversation just clicked, and now here we are. We've been talking, joking, and things are slowing, and I gather my courage, and I lean in and bump the horn with my elbow right before my lips get there. And, this B flat echoes down Vincent Avenue. And the moment is completely ruined. And the romance, and I'm thinking, fuck, thinking of something. How was that, Essie? I say. "That's fine, Ed," she says. And then we do our little peck as per the script. Okay? First date, first kiss, that was pretty good improv. But then I pulled away, just like in rehearsal. And then she put her hand on the back of my neck and pulled me in just enough so that when our lips next parted, it was 6 a.m. I know, yeah. And she says, "Oh shit, is that really the time? My mom will be up, she's a nurse." And she scurries across the lawn, and I crank the ignition, like a getaway driver, and nothing. The radio was on all night, see? So, I get out of the car, and wander around and open the hood and, pretend I know what any of that stuff is. And after about 5 minutes, she comes out, but now she's in this kimono and this goofy red stocking cap. And but she looks, she looks so good like that. I'm like, "You look unreal." And she's like, I know. And then, and then she says, "But listen, my mom wants to wake up my dad to help you with your car." And this is true. Her father was an ex-Marine whose main hobby was gunsmithing. And it's 6 a.m. "Hello, sir." I was just running, and I say, I think I'm going to take the bus. And I start to walk away, but she says, "Wait," and then pulls me back in for a goodbye kiss, and then puts that goofy stocking cap on my head to keep my ears warm. And I have to say, I didn't take it off on the bus ride from there to the mall. And I didn't take it off in the cab ride from the mall to my parents' house either. I just let it bob around, as ridiculous as it wanted to be. Because I didn't care if people laughed, because they didn't know how I got it, and they don't have one themselves.